Who else seeks recognition? Mr. Garcia? Or Mfume?
Yeah.
Okay, Mfume.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I'm going to stand in strong opposition to this, and I look forward to the larger debate, both in the committee and certainly on the floor. I just think it's a bad way to go about trying to solve a problem. And, you know, when I look at this, I have to look through the lens of history in terms of how we got here. And so for me, historically, this really all found its weight in trying to deal with a very real American problem of discrimination and servitude. For me, this was about a race of people who had suffered, endured, and survived 2 centuries of slavery, oppression, deprivation, degradation, denial, and disprivilege. And so the culmination of the act of Congress on July 2nd, 1964, with President Johnson, was to put in place, once and for all, the gateway to that opportunity. And so that has put us on a course of evolution. This initially was about Black Americans. That umbrella opened over the years, and it went on to include other defected or affected groups, Latinos, the disabled, gay Americans, and I could go on and on and on. If this is all about President Biden's executive order, then I would strongly suggest that it ought to be a executive order that countermands that goes against it, if that's the goal you're trying to get to. However, stepping and wading into this as the Congress to now amend that 1964 Civil Rights Act sends the wrong message, whether intended or not, to most affected groups. And I can tell you it definitely sends the wrong message to Black people in this country. I don't think that this is going to cure a situation that, quite frankly, has yet to be proven to me that it exists. And so if we follow the mandates of Project 2025, and if we are reducing force, threatening federal employees by changing Schedule F requirements, doing other things that put us on a slippery slope, I don't want to be a part of that. I really don't. And so I will fight this, and I will ask other members of this committee to fight it. Let the incoming administration do what it wants to do on this, but don't pull the United States Congress in to amending the 1964 Civil Rights Act in a way where all of these communities are going to be severely affected down the road. I just think it's bad policy. I don't believe it's insightful, and we're going to debate this over and over and over again because I don't think that too many minds on this side of the aisle are ever going to be changed. There are too many people who are the great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren of a system that worked against them to now see this effort, and I'm not impugning the gentleman's integrity by any means. I just think that this is the wrong way to go about doing it. I stand opposed and I yield back.
Would the gentleman yield?
Yes.